shared out, and then we will get our game started. And we are back in the second game of our doubleheader as the Jaguars, owned by Brendan Cuevas, host the Dolphins, who are owned by the one, the only, Ghazi. 4-1 versus 4-1, two teams at the top of their divisions and the top of the league doing battle tonight. We are going to have a war here, folks, and I love it. This is going to be a freaking barn burner, and I don't care what anybody says. Are you guys ready for round 2 of this doubleheader? And I can't wait to see who you guys got and placing your bets inside this chat. Remember, we are live as well on social media. We have live owner responses as well as live audience responses throughout the show. We are back at it again. Let's get her all shared out, and then we will get ready to go. This is going to be a hell of a game, folks. So let's see who you guys got in this battle of top teams in the league right now. It is it's the 5-0 Steelers, followed by the 4-1 Chiefs, Dolphins, Jaguars, Browns. All battling for that second spot, but remember, it's only the first team that gets that coveted first round bye, but we have a long season to go, folks. And I can't wait to see how this one goes down in one of our absolute top games of the week. And like I said in the earlier show, definitely if you're watching the replays or if you're interested in the game, if you're an owner, please do not vote on your own game, but vote on the game of the week that you, the audience, thinks is the game of the week. But let's get her started. One more place to share. And then we will be ready to go. All right, let's get going here. Oh, my Lord. All right. Let's get her one more round to share it out, and then we will get a game going. All right. Slow down the game. All right, let's get her going. And the kickoff, the Jaguars will get it first. Welcome in, everybody. As you see the numbers for Trevor Lawrence. But we will see how the Dolphins are on defense. Complete. 2nd and 1. Nice completion on the play. And Taylor, but there's Aaron Donald. 3rd and 1. That is one person you do not want to mess with, is Aaron Donald. And there's a takeoff. And Robinson gets through the defense 15 yards. As we see, shotgun formation. Jaguars get stopped. Travis Etienne on the play. 2nd and 9. And Lawrence back. But he had to come back to the ball. They're going to say it was no gain. 3rd and 9. And no, wait a minute, that. And the defense with a huge mistake. All he had to do was let him run out of bounds and he hits him. And that just pushes the ball in the Dolphin territory. And the Jags, incomplete. Lawrence with his first missed pass of the day. And complete this time. Down to the 25. 3rd and 2. The Dolphins. Incomplete. Great defense right there. And that'll hold the Jags to a field goal on the opening drive. Kick is up. And it's good for the Jags as they will start this game off. Kickoff is up. We have the Dolphins, who will be moving to Mexico City next season. And the Jaguars stop them at the 24. But now you have a very veteran quarterback in Aaron Rodgers leading the Dolphins out. And he has Alvin Kamara as his main offensive weapon. And there goes Rodgers deep. I think that's incomplete, folks. Yep, he only had 1 foot inbounds. But Rodgers showed he could throw the ball deep. Incomplete, a little too fast. Rodgers not settling down here. He's got to play smart. Intercepted by it. Holy shit! And he's got it inside the 5. Miles Jack. And the that this game for the Jaguars, I feel like is more, the Jaguars are playing more fired up because for them, they're heading in as the underdog. They're the surprise of the 4-1 teams, and they want to show they're for real. Trevor Lawrence hands off to Robinson, who only gets a yard on the play. But again, this team wants to show Robinson back, and he's stopped, sacked by Donald. And you have Donald and you have Hunter on the outside of that line. You want to be extremely careful. And those who are catching us, definitely hit the likes, share her out. This game is going to be, I feel like this is going to be a potential game of the week. 3rd and goal here for the Jags. And wait a minute, Lawrence out, but there, he breaks free. Touchdown, Jaguars. And the Jags open up a 2-score lead. What a play right there, folks. I am in shock. I did not expect kick is up, and it's good. This is not what was expected. Kickoff by the Dolphins. And the Dolphins and there is the handoff. So 8-yard gain, right, or yard gain by Kamara. And the Dolphins, they're off. They have been complete to Kamara, and this is where he's dangerous. 3rd and 4. But Jacksonville can't get cocky here. The Dolphins have played some good teams, and they've found a way to win. The Jags have too, so again, and there's the first down. Gesicki on the play. Nicely done on the play. Shotgun and then a quick throw to get the first. And that's what they're going to have to do. Heavy doses of Gesicki and heavy doses of Kamara to get the ball get the offense going. And there's a handoff, but not much. Smoot just stuffs it right there. And this Jaguar defense may not be dominant, but they do make plays when they need it. 2nd and 12. Complete. And he gets it to the 50. It's 3rd and 3. So the quick pass game has been effective. And I think that's what they're going to have to stick with. Play action. Quickly throws. Is he going to get marked for the first? Yes, he is. Griffin gets the tackle. But the Dolphins get the first. And they are in Jaguar territory. Trying to cut into this lead. But will the Jags challenge the play? That remains to be seen, and it looks like no. They're at the Jaguar 47, and a quick play to Kamara. Gets it down to the 37. And that's exactly what this Dolphins team is going to do. All right, we got a handoff. And Kamara gets the first down. And the Dolphins trying to get on the board. Play action. Complete. Down to the 29. Only a couple yards on the completion. So let's see what the Dolphins got in mind here for 2nd and 8. Drop back, complete, and he gets the first. Nobody there to stop him. And Rodgers back. He needs to throw it. Complete to Devontae Parker. And it is 1st and goal at the 2. And that's what you do not want to do. You do not want to give Aaron Rodgers time to throw. That line held together well. And now it is 1st and goal at the 2. Dolphins threatening. Handoff, and Kamara should have gone straight forward. Instead, he goes, cuts, and he gets stuffed. Even though he had a running lane right in front of him. Touchdown, Dolphins! And the Dolphins cut the lead down to a score. And that offense showing why it's one of the best. Hell of a touchdown drive by the Dolphins. And we have there's a kick, and it's good. As we see the Jags take a knee on the play. And now they come back out on offense with a 3-point lead. So they're not in trouble. They are being competitive in this game. But let's see how they respond. Complete. And the Dolphins are strong. I will be honest, the Dolphins are strong on the defensive line and in the secondary. If I was the Jags, I'd be attacking them linebackers over the middle just like that. If there's weak spots, it's that outside linebacker position and the defensive tackles. And they just showed it. Quick pass to the tight end, and he makes a huge play to get the first. And almost intercepted. Great play by the defender, Robinson. And he gets it to the 48. It's 3rd and 4. So again, the Jaguars playing well. I think this is going to come down to which team's defense can make just enough plays to give their team the win. Fumble! Holy shit! Aaron Donald knocking the ball loose. Didn't even go. And Brown right there to scoop it up. The Dolphins get the turnover in Jacksonville territory. And that's the thing with Aaron Donald. Just him being on the defense alone makes it extremely hard. And you have Hunter on that other side. So who are you going to double team? You're giving up a spot to somebody. Kamara breaks through down to the 34. And the coach of the Jags has got to be disappointed here. And now the Dolphins could pretty much tie the game even if the Jaguars clamp it up here. But I don't think that's what the Dolphins want. They want to take the lead with a touchdown. Looked like Rodgers was going for Kamara in the flat, but too high. 2nd and 10. Complete. And those slant routes are deadly, folks. I don't care who you are. Defending those slants, very difficult. As Kamara weaves his way inside the 20. And it'll be the end of the first. Jacksonville 10. Miami 7. But trust me, this game is not over by a long shot. Touchdown, Dolphins! He just flipped it up to Jalen Waddle, who caught it. And Miami takes the lead. Aaron Rodgers found Waddle in the back of the end zone, wide open. And oh shit. The booth believes he did not have both feet in downs. I think it's the second foot that's in question here. So possession and feet in bounds. It looks like he had possession, but they need a clear angle in order for the play to be overturned. And it was not overturned. They did not have enough evidence. And kick is up, and the extra point is good. Miami takes the lead by 4. Kickoff is up. But again, this is going to be a good battle, I think, folks. Jacksonville trying to prove it truly is one of the best teams in the league. Miami trying to keep pace with Pittsburgh, Kansas City, Jacksonville, and Cleveland, all in those 4-1 slots. Somebody's going to have a second loss here, and there it is, a takedown. Howard on the outside making the play. And that's the great thing about the corners of Miami. They will go in for tackles on the outside. They will not mess around. They will not mess around, folks. They will go right in there. And we got a shotgun. And it's complete down to the 31. 3rd and 3. Mac Jones Jr. on the catch. Handoff. Etney gets it. 1st and 10. Let's see, folks, what the Jags have in mind here. Looks like single back. Oh, wait a minute. Gets tripped up, but he gets down to the 39. 2nd and 8. And there's a tackle. Oh, wait a minute. 3rd and 10, there was a sack. Aaron Donald. That, I believe, is his 3rd sack of the game already, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. Yep. Oh, they're saying that Trevor Lawrence trying to say he was not down, but that knee was clearly down. 3rd and 10 on the play. Oh, wait. Oh, good Lord. Lawrence hit as he threw, and Donald is not playing around, folks. They need to double team or triple team him. Keep the back in the backfield. He is just getting through constantly. And to be honest with you, he is the big reason Miami is up right now. Because he's the one who stripped the football, which led to the Miami touchdown. And Rodgers and company back out on the field. They are trying to extend their lead here in the 2nd. Rodgers, Kamara, and the rest of the Dolphins offense came to play today, but took too long for the play to develop. And Miles Jack said, nah, not happening, bro. Campbell also on that tackle. And that's what I love about both of these defenses. You see the corners, you see the safeties coming up and making tackles on the running game. It's beautiful to see. Love those kind of corners. So suck it, Dion. Shotgun. Quick pass out to Kamara again. Third and 3. Oh, wait a minute. That was beautiful screen. Aaron Rodgers waits till the last minute to flip the ball out, and it's executed perfectly. And Kimura, that's the key thing about this type of back. He is an amazing pass catcher out of the backfield. And it makes the Dolphins offense even more of a problem because you have solid receivers. You have Gesicki at tight end, but you have Kimura out of the backfield that can also line up as a receiver. So you have to watch him carefully. Did you see the completion of Waddle right there? But only for 2. Shotgun. Oh, complete! Great play right there. It looked like he wasn't going to catch it, and then he ran right back to the ball. Sheehan with the catch. Rodgers, and again, spreading the ball around. He's not going to the same guy over and over again. A veteran QB. Almost intercepted. That was just a great defensive play. Receiver was there, but the defender cuts right in front of the path. Another first for Miami. A nice in route right there. And you notice they're going these crossing routes. The ins, the crossing routes, slants across the field. They are keeping it to where they're attacking the middle of that Jaguars defense. They must see something in there. Kimura up the gut. 36 yards receiving, 36 yards rushing. 72 overall yards, and they get another first down, this time with Lindsey. First and 10 at the 23. Looks like Lindsey again, and fighting for yards to the 20. Shotgun by Rodgers and company. Not beautiful defense right there. Hit right as the ball got there. Perfectly legal. But almost caught. But if they get this field goal, it will be a touchdown lead. Yep, touchdown and extra point lead for the Dolphins. So again, not a bad situation here. As you see, the kickoff return, and it gets down to the 33. Lawrence and company back out. Down by a touchdown and extra points, but they're not out of it yet. We still have more than a half to play. Complete! Lawrence not having a bad day throwing the ball. Flips the ball out. Great pass. And that's right, folks. We are in jolly old London today. The Jaguars. Complete. Down to their own the Miami 42. And, intercepted! David with the pick! He threw it to his left, but the receiver was on the right. Just a miscommunication right there. And it cost him. And now Rodgers and the Dolphins, with 4:04 on the clock, start at their own 35. They're going to try to go outside, and nope. Did not get anywhere. Just a yard. All right, now here's the shotgun. And again, Rodgers and company don't really have to have a huge pressure to score here. They have plenty of time. 3rd and 1. If they add more points, it just puts more pressure on the Jags and takes it off their defense. They get a first down. Kamara not doing amazing on the ground, but his overall contribution has been huge. Catching the ball out of the backfield, running the football, blocking. He has helped this team out. Now let's see what they have in mind here. And nice throw and catch. Parker. And again, they have 4 timeouts with the 2-minute warning. So they're not sweating the clock at all. Catch. So they can just throw short passes and let the clock run, and it ain't a big deal. This is going to lead into a 2-minute warning. Waddle with the catch. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning of the first half. Dolphins 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. And again, these in routes, slant routes are killing the Dolphins. Fuller with the catch. Or killing the Jags, my apologies. But they are attacking the middle, and it's working. Down to the 8. 2nd and goal. Dolphins threatening here at the end of the first half. And incomplete. Now it'll be 3rd and goal. Rodgers does not get the touchdown. But again, if they can get a field goal here, that's still going to put more pressure on the Jags, because I believe the Dolphins get the ball back at half. Kick is up. It is good. And that extends the lead to 10. So the Dolphins kick off here with 1:05 left. The Jags have 2 timeouts. They need to score something here. It doesn't matter if it's a touchdown or it's a field goal. All right, the Jaguars shotgun here. They still have 2 timeouts left. Mac Jones Jr. trying to get and Lawrence in trouble. There's a sack, but what's going to happen on the flag? And the offense is busted for holding on the play. Handoff, Robinson. But again, not what they want here. They need to get at least field goal range quickly. And that is not how you're going to do it. Lawrence gets a couple. But now that forces them to use their last timeout. 2nd and 8. They are going to have to go deep here. And that is not what they needed, folks. And that is it for the first half. And we go to the half. Don't forget to watch the other DAFL Week 6 games. Leave a comment on which one you think is the best game. We have a view of them. We still have on the docket the Bengals. Oh, no, the Bengals are not in action against the Lions. Bills, Titans. And a few other games for Week 6. And let's see how the Jags are going to respond in the second half. Kickoff, the Dolphins get the ball first. And the Dolphins have scored on every drive, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. And out come the Dolphins. Let's see how this team responds. The Jaguars need to get a stop here, and they give up 9 on the first play. All right. Looks like shotgun, 4 wide, 1 back. Version of the pistol. And Kamara gets the first. Single back. Aaron Rodgers gets the completion to Waddle. And again. Oh, he breaks the tackle. And oh my Lord, just pushes forward for a gain of 8. Complete. And Kamara gets it again. And complete again, this time to Fuller. And they get the first. All right. Let's go with the Dolphins. Handoff, Kamara got some space. And another handoff, but this time they only get to the 10. 3rd and 3. Aaron Rodgers in trouble, and he gets sacked. Smoot with the sack. But that still in field goal territory, so it will, if they get the kick, it'll push it to a 2-touchdown lead. Not what the Jaguars wanted. They have to get, do not do this, bend but not break stuff. And now it's a 31-yarder. It's up. It's good. And the 2-touchdown lead is in effect for the Dolphins. As we see, kickoff. And the Jags need the score on this drive to stay in this game. Hopefully their coordinator has made adjustments. Lawrence. Play action, but sacked. Van Ginkel right there to make the sack. Nobody bit on that fake. Nobody did, and down went Lawrence. And the worst part is Lawrence saw him coming and didn't move. All right, we've got shotguns. And Lawrence gets out this time. Huge gain on the play to make it 3rd and 6. Oh no. And Aaron Donald did it again. 4 sacks on the play. TJ Toad, welcome in. 4 sacks by Aaron Donald. TJ, don't forget to check out our earlier game. After this one's over, it was the Colts versus the Texans, and it was a barn burner. Punt is up. And Donald, and that's the kind of playmaker that Aaron Donald is. He can dominate a game by himself, and he's showing it today. 4 sacks on Trevor Lawrence. All right, we got a shotgun. Aaron Rodgers completed, and he fights his way forward to the 40. Great play by the receiver. It looked like it was going to be maybe a yard, and he fights for a gain of 6. And Kamara, 18 carries, 72 yards. And all good, but we've had some great games in week 6. Nice play, though, on the drive on 3rd down to stuff it. And the Dolphins have been forced to punt for the first time this game. And, where are they going to rule it a touchback? They rule it a touchback out to the 20. And Lawrence and company back out. Defense made a stop. Now they have to take advantage and get some points on the board, but they're going to have to do something about Aaron Donald, because he is making mincemeat of their quarterback. Mac Jones Jr. saying, I got this, throw me the ball. Gain of 9. Incomplete. Oh! But he could not get out on the screen. Robinson catches it, but stopped right in his tracks. Oh, I did. But look at this screen pass. Right there. Immediate. Not letting him get out. That was also on the blocker for not turning his head. 3rd and 5. Intercepted. Oh my Lord. And that is his 2nd pick of the game. David stepping right in the path. But again, it just looked like he was trying to throw to a receiver whose back was turned to him. And Miami back out on the field. Drop back. Slings it 1st and goal. Jalen Waddle. And, incomplete. Thrown a little too early. Handoff. Touchdown, Miami. And it is now a 3-score game. So this top part of the league, anybody can beat anybody. Think about it. Last week, both the Jags and the Titans were 1 loss. And then the Jaguars put a beating on them. But now this week, the Dolphins are just delivering shot after shot after shot. And even with that failed 2-point conversion, it's still a 19-point lead late in the 3rd. Hamilton with that great takedown, but not enough. And, well, Ghazi drafted well. I will not deny this. Ghazi drafted extremely well. As an analyst, I would say their only weakness might be the offensive line. But that's easily addressed through trades in the draft. But a handoff to Robinson because, and I would say as far as defense, the defensive tackle spot is the weakness. They have Hunter on one side on the end and they have Donald on the other, but their interior linemen are a weak point. So when Jacksonville has tight ends blocking, it makes it easier to control Hunter and Donald. And Jacksonville can make plays when they're running those type of plays. But right there, like they went, what the? Jacksonville, we have an injury on the play. I wasn't sure what was going on. I think my graphic guy is a bit drunk, saying there was a field goal right there. But yeah, I would say teams that drafted really well were Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Buffalo, Tennessee, Miami. And there's a huge play, and that's what I'm talking about. They kept a tight end in for blocking, so they were able to double team Hunter and Donald. And by doing that, they were able to make huge plays right there. Because when Lawrence has time, he can make completions. It's just getting him the time. And nice takedown right there by the defense. And David has been great as a pass coverage linebacker. Parsons has been playing well as a rusher. And then you have Wagner in the middle solidifying it by being a hybrid that helps secure that middle, but and what a miscue on the play. But hey, they got points. Kick is up. Oh, wait a minute, a fake. I thought that was going to be a kick. But they go for the shovel pass up the middle? I will give them an E for effort. That is ingenuity right there. Attacking where they thought was the weak point, but Miami had enough people there to cover it. Rodgers, empty backfield, complete. And that's what I was talking about with him. You can line him up as a receiver, and he is deadly. I'm sure the owners like the Cleveland Browns owner would love to have somebody like him. Rodgers. What did that? Oh, holy shit! I didn't even see him open. Throws across the field to Gesicki, and it's like, you haven't seen a lot of those kind of throws since Brett Favre. And Rodgers gets him the first down. And another completion, again with the slant. Waddle killing it today. 7 catches for 73 yards and a touchdown. And again, that is something you really want your receivers to have, is 10 yards a catch. 21 carries, 80 yards, but his contributions in the receiving game have been just as huge. But it's 29-10 heading into the last quarter. Well, Cleveland's got a good owner now. They're 4-1. Undefeated since bringing in Dak Prescott as their quarterback. As you see, Kamara going up the gut again. Arguably, top 5 in every statistical category are the Browns. There's a catch by Fuller to get the first. But Cleveland's got a dang good owner in the here in the DAFL. Because the top teams in the league right now are the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Chiefs, the Steelers, and the Browns. These teams have been on top, and not far behind them are the Titans, the Bills, and many others, the Chargers. With the exception of a few teams, most of these teams are really good. And we got tight end in motion. And handoff. And again, the Dolphins don't really have to sweat here. They can keep running the ball, grinding the clock, and they can take field goals because that's going to continue to build up their lead. So they don't have much to sweat here. Intercepted! Rodgers makes the tackle to prevent the touchdown. Miles Jack. That is one bright spot that the owner of the Jaguars can 100% be behind is Miles Jack, who has been killing it this game. Complete. And Micah Parsons is down. And it looks like a wrist injury. Parsons, though. Complete. Oh, missed tackle. But right there to pick it up is the rest of that Dolphins defense. Lawrence has time, and he has the first. Lawrence, I think Lawrence with a decent line and a few more weapons, you could have a great QB here in Jacksonville. I think they're a draft or two away from a consistent playoff contender. But they're showing here they've got fight. And they've already shown they can, when they're playing on, they can play with the best teams in the league. Complete first down. So again, if they can just get Lawrence to lower the mistakes, they could have a viable championship contender here in Jacksonville. They're not far away. Even in this game, they have had plenty of bright spots. Consistency as far as pass catchers. The only time Lawrence has seems... Oh, wait a minute. Almost a touchdown. Dropped the ball. You could build a defense around Miles Jack. It's not easy to pick off Aaron Rodgers once, let alone twice. And he just pushed. Are you kidding me? But he fumbled the ball. And that's what I'm talking about, folks. If he can lower the turnovers. But the question is Jacksonville going to try to say he was down, or are they going to accept the turnover? Wow. Jacksonville was close to getting back into this game, and they fumble it deep in Dolphin territory, up to the 9. Oh, we got a handoff here, but again, stuffed. Smooth, another bright spot here. 4 tackles. This young defensive line, they might have been run on, but when they get a hold of him, he goes down. So that's not a all bad day for the Jags. And is that who I think it is? Miles Jack. 9 tackles, 2 interceptions. This man has been carrying this defense. And I believe this deficit would be a lot worse without him. So now the Jags are still in this game, but they need to score and score quickly. They need to score, get that ball back, and score again as quickly as possible. As we see the shotgun again. And again, Lawrence dancing around, and Warner gets a sack this time. And that's what cost them the fumble was Lawrence dancing. If you're going to run, one cut and go. Don't dance. Lawrence, again, can't find anybody. But this time gets it out for 5 yards. And that is exactly what it seems like the Dolphins are trying to do. And he caught it! Yeah, you don't dance as a runner. 38-yard gain down to the 13. But yeah, do not dance as a runner. Just freaking one cut, go. I don't care if you're a quarterback running the ball or a running back or a fullback or a wideout. North, south as quickly as possible. And we've got it 2nd and 2 at the 5. Robinson gets it down to the 4. Miles Jack has done his part to try to keep his team in the game. But he needs his offense to score here. Touchdown, Jags! And now, can the Jaguars get the ball back quickly and score again? Like I said, there's bright spots today. Stuff that the coach can work with. This will cut the lead to 12. And definitely don't forget to hit the like button, folks. So nicely done, but now can the Jacksonville Jaguar defense get another stop if they don't get the onside, which I'm going to be honest with you, usually don't. And Waddle gets it, but if they can get a quick turnover here, it's not over yet. And Rodgers back out onto the field. Like I said, if he turns the ball over quickly, the Jags score again. We got ourselves a ball game. But will they even try throwing it this late, or will they just run the football? Well, I think that answers my question. Run up the middle. Dual back shotgun, but they're going to run it again. Get the first. I have a feeling they are not going to put the ball in the air that much. Let's see what Rodgers has in mind. And Kamara over the 100-yard mark, and he has gotten so many touches in this game, over 30. And folks, the Jaguars need a stop here. They cannot afford to give up any more points. They need a stop. And they get it. Timeout is called. 3rd and 1. That might come down to this. All Miami has to do is drain the clock. Timeout called again. And another timeout called, and that hurts Jacksonville. I believe that is their last one. And folks, if they score here, it's over. Like, there's no chance of coming back. Hand off, and they get the first. And they're just going to take the knee instead of rub it in. First and goal. And that's knee number 1. And folks, I believe this will be the game. And that is it. Miami remains with 1 loss. They are 5-1. Jacksonville drops to 4-2, but still has a half-game lead in the South. So Jacksonville has to watch the Tennessee versus Buffalo game to see if they remain in the top spot, whereas the Dolphins will stay in control of the East. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by, whether it was live, whether it's catching the replay. Please leave a like. Please, if you like what you see, please smash that bell icon. Please hit the subscribe buttons. Definitely check out some of the other playlists, like our legendary Skyrim run. Check out the Skyrim Survival Bingo. That is coming back as soon as I get the computer set up again. OWF is back in action. We have the DAFL. Heck, if there's a Fall Guys stream, if you want to watch me screw up at Fall Guys, go for that. But you guys have a wonderful week. Reminder to all the owners, week 8 is the trade deadline. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful night. Love y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.